Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. Starting with Xavi Hernandez, who recently opens up on life as Barca manager, saying that would stay for the rest of my life. We are going to be discussing on what the Barca legend had to say as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about this very bad report claiming that Barcelona are set to be charged for continued corruption in sport in the Negreira scandal. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. With Barcelona not involved in midweek fixtures this week, manager Xavi Hernandez appeared at a public event in his native of Teresa, participating in a roundtable that served to inaugurate the Casa del Sport. During the appearance, Xavi spoke to the media and discussed his tenure as the manager of Barcelona as well as addressed the talks surrounding his contract extension at Spotify Camp Nou, excerpts from which are as in this video. On Barcelona signing players in the summer, he said, Barca always has to reinforce the team, whether we like it or not. This is about performance, and at Barca, everything has to be excellent. We are in a difficult economic situation to manage. We depend on the fair play, but we will strengthen for sure. Then on what it means to be the Barca manager, he said, this is Barca. I've said it many times before. The bar we set with Guardiola's Barca was very, very high. It's the most difficult club in the world. It's not enough to win here. You have to convince and be superior. And nowadays, this is very difficult in any category. It is difficult to convince people. Being a sportsman is hard and demanding, but I am privileged. I do what I like and I have no financial problems. I'm very lucky. On the ups and downs as a Barca manager, Xavi said, I would stay as Barca for the rest of my life. It's my home. I depend on results. I am constantly criticized. It's hard. I have a family and young children. There are many moments when it doesn't pay to be a Barca coach, and even more so if you are a caller like me. Some of the worst days of my life came when I was a Barca coach. On the criticisms he faced, he said, it's very hard when they tell you that you are no good and that you have no personality. Sometimes you don't hear the criticism and you get a call from a friend telling you that they are killing you in the media. Then on sticking with the Barca DNA, he said, if anyone has represented Barca's style, it has been me. I was never a fast player with a lot of physicality. I want my team to have the ball. If you don't have it, we will suffer. On the defensive approach against Real Madrid, he said, we want to have the ball, but football is not a theoretical play. There is another team playing against you. Madrid did well. They had the ball. How do you take the ball away from Modric or Kroos? Like, why do they say I was against Barca DNA? I will never betray my style. You have a game plan, but you have to adapt. Defending is a part of football. You have to adapt to the circumstances. Against Madrid, we had prepared to have the ball and long possessions. Then you have to adapt. It's one of the parts of football. On the team's current position in the league, he said, before the start of the season, we all would have liked to be the 9 points ahead of Madrid in the month of March. On what needs to improve, he said, we have to be more competitive in Europe. It has been the test that has told us that we are still not completely well. On his passion of football, he said, I'm constantly watching matches. I watch our games 3 or 4 times. It's something I enjoy. I'm constantly watching matches. I really like football. Sometimes, I've had players ask me if the opponent is left or right-footed because they don't like watching football. On his contract renewal, he said, Laporta's words took me by surprise. He is my friend. Barca is lucky to have a president like him. He is very reliable. But first, the titles, and then the renewal will come. It's not about money or years of contract. It's about wanting the club to do well. The day I feel I don't convince the players, I will go home. I will leave. As for my renewal, I don't want money. I don't care about the years of my contract. I want the result. I want to win. I care a lot about Barca and I want it to succeed. On life as a manager, he said, in many cases, I have asked myself whether being a Barca coach compensates for the pressure I am under. I don't need anything financially, but I am a caller and I want to help the club. I work every day, 24 hours, as Pep used to say. When you are a coach, you are aware of 200 things. Managing a team is not easy. I enjoy 75% of my work, but the other 25% is very hard. You enjoy it when the players understand what you are conveying to them. That is very enjoyable. On his staff, he said, loyalty and fidelity are essential. All my staff are friends. The best thing I have is my staff, he said. Then on to the next story of discussion. According to the latest report from El País, FC Barcelona will be charged by the prosecutor's office in Spain for continued corruption in sport for their involvement in the Enrique Negreira payoff scandal. The complaint will point to the club as the responsible party for the crime, more specifically targeting former President José María Bartomeu and his managerial team for the same. The development comes in light of the Negreira scandal that was exposed last month. Investigations revealed that Barcelona paid close to €7 million to Negreira for insights regarding the refereeing, but there are claims of the payment being made to manipulate results too. Both Bartomeu and the former vice president of the referees committee, Negreira, could face serious sanctions if proven to have been involved in the corruption case. It is said that the punishment for the crime in question could range from imprisonment to a severe fine. The inquiry into the incident revealed that such payments have been going on from 2001 until 2018. However, only the last 7 or 8 years will be considered in court, given that the penal code did not exist before that. There is an interesting aspect of the case, for the investigation revealed that even Laporta encouraged such payments as part of his first tenure as president of the club. Further, the Spanish businessman even increased the value of the payments made for insights. However, President Laporta will not be sanctioned, given that his term ended before 2010. Any sanctions in the upcoming case, thus, must be borne by Bartomeu and his men. Earlier this month, Laporta publicly addressed the elephant in the room and called the payments a means of securing an external consultant. He said, Barca has in the past contacted the services of an external consultant to obtain reports for lower division players and for refereeing advice, a service hired by other Spanish clubs as well. It remains to be seen what, if any, sporting repercussions Barca will face due to the prosecutor's decision to charge them. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.